Hello, fellow lore keepers! Suki here, and we better be excited because today we are covering the 17 things I guarantee you missed in the Cooking Companions DLC trailer. Now today, I'll only be going over what they are, but my next video will be theorizing about what they could mean for the DLC story and lore. So be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on that sweet, sweet indie horror goodness. And with that out of the way, let's get right down to the 17 things I know you missed in the trailer for Cooking Companions DLC. Alright, so the trailer starts out very innocent looking, just as the original game does. But don't let that fool you, because we all know better by now. Our first little secret starts with a red jump scare. Pausing it at the right second shows it's a scene from the inside of a cage looking out towards a closed door. Directly following this is a black screen. But when you brighten up the image, we find text that reads, "What is this?" Next is this girl. Mariah? Cabbage? We really don't know yet, but oh boy does she look deranged. This time, brightening and enhancing the black screen after her, we find much more than just words. We see this. A room with several cages and our iconic cauldron. The basement room, perhaps? In the corner of this frame, we see more text. It's the phrase, "Is he coming back? No, I will protect you." Shortly following this, we see the bathroom with the flashlight scouring the room. Pause on the right frame, and we see "Stop him" on the bathtub among the scratch marks. And then, on the scene with all the chompettes, pausing at the right frame shows a spooky onion face. Then, we find a horrifying cabbage at the bottom of the basement stairs. Then, a scary raspberry in the kitchen mouse hole. And the final spooky chompette flash is bread in the forest, which, by the way, was the hardest for me to find. This next one I'm sure most of you saw because it's so similar to what happened in the original game. But if we focus on the open cabinet under the sink, we see potato, I think? Next is the black and white title screen, and you know we're gonna go frame by frame. And if we do, we see "Leave them" flash on screen. Then we have the precious human cabbage. And obviously we can't have a scene of cute without something sinister hidden somewhere. Top right-hand corner, we find "He's confused." Next is the obvious jump scare, but I slowed it down so that we could see it a bit better. It's a lady with an empty eye socket? Or maybe it's just a dark eye to look spooky? I don't have any theories as to who she is yet. Well, I mean, I obviously do, but I want to look into them a little bit more so I don't sound totally insane. The final secret I found before we get to the audio portion is that this freaking shadow has pointy ears! I mean, yeah, we've seen this before, so it's not new, but why hasn't anybody pointed this out? This proves there's some sort of monster, so maybe this proves our Baba Yaga theory? Maybe? Alright, on to the audio finds. They're super difficult to hear if you just watched once, but after listening to them for like a day and asking people about them, we hear... This audio secret, I actually had to take into my audio mixer and double the speed in order to understand it. Just like him, you'll be haunted. Which, if accurate, almost totally confirms our theories about the Baba Yaga passing from the butcher to us. And now the final secret of the trailer is, of course, her. Brighten up and enhance the final image. And we finally see the human form of Raspberry, who was seemingly left out of the trailer for some reason. Now, I'm not entirely sure why she is being depicted as so special in this trailer, but you can bet I'll be coming up with some theories in the next video for that. So, those are the 17 things I know you missed in the trailer. But before we wrap up this video, I have a few honorable mentions I wanted to talk about. The first is an honorable mention, and not a full one, because... well, honestly, after watching this trailer at 1 frame per second for 2 days straight, I'm not entirely sure if I'm just making it up or not. But to me, it looks like if you squint really hard, that potato is lurking behind the basement door in this scene. The way the shadows are placed just really looks like the jump scares from the appetizer edition. But again, I could be making this up. The next thing was in the original game, but I really wanted to call attention to them to make sure everyone has noticed them. In the scene with Raspberry creeping up on you in the basement, there are scratch marks on the walls. which kind of looks like they were being dragged across it. Lastly, check out this giant hole in the bedroom floor! How the heck did nobody notice this in the original game? I've never seen anybody talking about it, and I'm just saying, kids could totally hide under there to escape a monstrous cannibal. Or they could hide the half-eaten bodies there, huh? But that, my fellow lore keepers, is the end of today's video. Don't forget to give a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And please consider subscribing to keep up with all of my indie horror-related content coming out. I also do playthroughs as well as lore and theory videos if you're interested. And with that, I'm out to craft some theories about the Cooking Companions DLC trailer. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Sweet dreams, lore keepers.